Hey, you guys. Okay, so we are going to teach you how to work your social media. We have so many incredible tips and tools for you guys to use. I just want to preface this by saying I've personally been in this for 5 years. And when I first got started, I was one that never posted on Instagram, never posted on Facebook, had like 200 followers. So if you guys are at that point, I totally get it. And I don't want you guys to think that you will not see success, because as long as you're willing to be coachable and learn how to grow it, you can see so much success too. So I'm going to kind of really quickly talk about how I personally follow on Instagram. And so Instagram has gotten like a little bit tricky in terms of how many actions you guys can do per hour. You don't want to do too much. You don't want to just sit there and bust out adding 1,000 people in one sitting, because Instagram is going to block you. So what I personally like to do is I like to follow a few different ways. So I love following college students because that is something that I can relate to. When I first got started in this business, I was a college student. I had no money. I had no idea what I wanted to do with my life, and I was lost and I was broken. I was confused. So what I will do is I will go to schools near me, or schools that I've been to before, or places that I've traveled to before, and look at schools there. And so if you go into your search button, right, and for instance, I'm in Ohio, so I will type Ohio State University, right? And I will go to typically a sorority near me. So let's go Ohio State Alpha Phi, right? There we go. So I just searched that on Instagram. So then I go to the most recently posted picture and I'll click on the likes. You always want to follow likes because you know they're active on social media. You never want to follow followers because they could have followed them 3 years ago and not touched social media since. Okay. And I'll follow a few people there, right? That doesn't mean I go and I just follow every single person. I'll follow a few accounts there. Then off of that, I will find another person that was already a liker, and I'll go to their most recent picture. And you want their most recent picture to be less than a week old because you want to make sure that they were active. And so then I will go to their most recent picture. I'll click on the likes again and I'll follow a few people there, and I'll kind of trail off. Now, for instance, if you've done that and you want a different way to follow as well, you can go to, your most recently posted picture, click on the likers, and say your friend Stacy liked your picture, go to her most recent picture, go to the likers and follow some people there and kind of phase off that way as well. You guys could follow from boutiques. Don't forget, follow the likers, never the followers. You guys, if you guys love The Bachelor or The Bachelorette, go to those popular pages, follow the likers there. You want to grow your followers based on what your interests are. Maybe you hate The Bachelor or The Bachelorette. That's fine. Maybe you hate boutiques. That's fine. See what you resonate with and follow the likers there. You want to follow about 20 people per hour. I would say every other hour, because we're also going to be messaging. So you don't want to do too many actions too fast. And that's really it on following. It is super simple. It's not hard. It's all a consistency game. So if you're following consistently every single day, your followers are going to grow consistently every single day. So you want to just make sure that you're doing that all the time.
Exactly. For me, you also want to find people you can relate to. So for me, I'll find someone that just got married, because I got married 2 years ago. We're in the same newlywed boat. They're kind of in the same, and I started the business because that's why I needed money. It was for the wedding. So if you find people that you relate to, that's what you should do, because then you can comment on their pictures better and interact with them, and you have more to talk about than just trying to sell the product or trying to sell the opportunity. So that's another thing. If you are outdoorsy, again, just find that group of people that you can kind of relate to. And that helps too, because when I first started, I followed sororities, and now I'm 4 years out of the sorority. So can't relate as much. But another thing too is kind of having a theme for your page. And one thing that you can do with that is getting a preset. They're super cheap. You can get them on Etsy. You can get them from bloggers. You can get them anywhere. They're so cheap. I personally love doing that because it kind of gives it almost like a color scheme. So you're not all over the place, whether you're posting a picture of you or your significant other or your dog, all of it kind of flows together really well. So if you can kind of see my page, I have like a very bright preset on my picture. So it pops out the blues, the greens, the reds in my picture. They look very aesthetically pleasing because they're not just like a stock photo. So I'll show you kind of how to do it a little bit. I have the app Lightroom, but there's other apps you can do. If you buy a preset, Lightroom's the easiest, it's free to use. So this is my original picture, pretty good lighting outside around the brick wall, but I'm gonna put it with my preset and I'm gonna show you guys kind of like the before and after. So here's the before, and then once the preset loads, see, it kind of gives it that like yellowy tint. It makes it more vibrant and bright. Great. I don't like as orange as it is, but you can play around with the Lightroom app and adjust like colors. So I'll make mine a little bit more blue. So then it's like more natural and not as like orange, because Homegirl is not that tan, but I do like a little bit of tan on my pictures. There's so many ways to play with it. YouTube has a ton of tutorials on that. That's not what this is for, but just getting a preset, really easy. I edit my pictures in about 2 minutes and slap them on Instagram, and they look way better than just a like picture of me with my friends. So that's one thing that I really like to do. And then sometimes I'll kind of pick a theme, or not a theme, but on social media, you want your bio to have information about you so someone knows whether they want to follow you or not. Like, you know, Sasha said, following sorority girls, that's great. You can tell that they're in a sorority. You can kind of tell their interests or their boutique. So like for me, I like emojis, so I want to have that. So I have in mine, I have New Mexico. That's where I live right now, and a little like cactus, dog mom, and then coffee obsessed. Those are 3 big things about me. You'll always see me posting about my coffee, about, I mean, sometimes New Mexico, depending on if there's anything going on here, or coffee, and then my dog because I'm obsessed. And then just like a little quote that I like. So that's one thing, is that you want to be relatable. You want to kind of like make it inviting and not just be like, It Works distributor. Like, don't put that in your bio. Like, it's almost like a turn off. People are like, great. Like, if I click on her, she's going to try to sell me something. You want your page, think of it as a blogger. You want someone to come to your page and you're selling them. How many times do you see a blogger that's like, oh my God, I just got like my sugar bear hair, and like they're trying to sell you it. But that's their job. You're trying to do that with our products. Like, oh my gosh, I love this keto coffee. Not just like, here's my coffee cup, here's my coffee, like buy it. You want your page to be, think of yourself as a blogger and that you're getting paid by a brand to rep their product, because that's essentially what you're doing on social media.
Absolutely. And you know what? I love not filters. I love presets just because it really does give your entire page a tone. It really does. And you can make it whatever you guys want. Presets you can get on Etsy, they're about 99 cents. It's very cheap. And if you can't afford that, that's fine. You can go through Lightroom and edit it yourself. But with presets, it literally just like does everything so together, so it looks, you know, a little bit nicer. With that bio, it is really important to make sure that you guys are not adding in anything It Works into it, because, you know, at the end of the day, you're not a salesperson. You're just sharing the products and the business with other people. You don't want to come off spammy, because that's a turnoff. And we'll be real, it is a turnoff. And make sure that your page is private, especially while you're still growing your followers, because you want them to have like kind of like a surprise as to like, oh my gosh, who's this girl? Why is she so cute? Like, what is this bio? She's like, what is she up to? And you want them to have that curiosity as to why they should be following you. Okay. You never want to have more following than followers. It's okay if sometimes they get kind of back to back, but then make sure that you kind of clear out your followers or your following, right? Because you don't want to be following 3,000 people and 50 people are following you back. Kind of looks weird. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you guys are clearing that out too. Now we're going to talk about posting, because posting is super important in this business. And I'm so happy that you showed your Instagram, because your Instagram is not spammy whatsoever. If you were to look at our Instagrams, you could not even tell what we do. You would have to really dig deep to tell what we do. And that's how we like to keep it, because at the end of the day, you want to be relatable to other people. And if you're just constantly spam posting, you're not relatable. But on that same token, you do want to be very consistent with posting. Now, if you're just starting out, I would suggest posting every other day. Always have your face in your posts. It could be a selfie. It could be you and your friends. It could be you and your family. It could be you and your loved ones. It could be you and your significant other, whatever the case may be, but make sure that you are in the post. People want to get to know who you are. We have an entire thread in the announcements tab of
The caption ideas.
captions, yeah, captions that you could be using. Okay, and they're not spammy at all. They're very relatable. You guys can either use those or get ideas off of those, but you want to be consistent with posting. That is kind of like a non-negotiable for you, because you posting is you saying that your business is open. And if you're not posting, your business is closed. So think about it this way. If you were to open up a boutique, right? And just one day you didn't feel like it. And so you just kept your doors closed. Would people go into your store? Absolutely not. They would walk and go to a different one. Same thing with this business. Since we don't have a brick and mortar store, you posting about this business is you opening it up every single day. And so since we only post once every other day or once every day, whatever you choose, I personally love to post every day. We have stories, you guys, and stories are the secret weapon to this business. Okay, they're literally the secret weapon to this business. And let me tell you my rule of thumb. I will never just post about the products or just post about the business. You want to incorporate your life. So for instance, in the morning, I will post me making our coffee or our celery because I personally love it. Okay, when you're starting out, you actually get our coffee, so you have something that you can already be making. And every single day I'll do a little bit differently. Sometimes I'll speed up the version of me making it, put music with it. Sometimes I'll just take a selfie with it, or I'll hold it in front of like some flowers and just take a picture and say what I'm drinking. Some days I will record me talking and making it. That doesn't mean you have to do it right away. I know you can be nervous, and that's okay. I was nervous too. And then after that, I will post some result pictures because I want them to see what I'm drinking, what benefits there are to it, because that's huge. Okay, results sell. Results literally sell themselves. When somebody looks at your Insta story and sees the results behind the coffee that you're drinking or behind the products that you're using, they're gonna be like, oh my gosh, those results are incredible. I want some of that. Okay, so then after I do that, then I'll do something that's relatable to me. You guys will get to know me, and I have 3 dogs. My dogs are always on my Insta story. Okay, so then after I have my coffee, I'll either post my dogs, or I have a ton of plants, or I'll post about my plants, or I'll post me riding in the car, or I'll post my siblings or my family, or whatever is important to me. Then afterwards, sometimes I'll either do a video of me talking about the business, or I will do an Insta story about the business, something relating to what I do. Then afterwards, maybe I'll post quotes, or I'll post a song that I'm listening to, or I'll post, maybe it's raining outside, or I think maybe I'll post my dinner, maybe I went and got a smoothie. You know what I'm saying? I will post whatever I'm doing because people want to get to relate to you. You know what I mean? Like, if you're not posting relatable things, people can't relate to you. That's really it. And then at night, I'll either post something again about the products or the business. Maybe I'll post about the giveaway that we're doing. You want to be creative. And don't ever think that your life is boring. It's not. Whatever you believe is going to come to life. So if you feel like your life is boring, people are also going to think your life is boring. If you think you're the coolest cat in town, you're the coolest cat in town. It is what it is. So post stuff that's important to you. And the people that are meant to be in your business will come to your business. It's that simple.
Exactly. I get a lot of girls because I was in a sorority in college. So that's how I kind of started building my team, because we could relate to that. But you guys, there's so many top leaders that you can get inspiration from. And that's what I do. If you want, a top leader to follow, message one of us or your enroller or whoever, and we can give you examples of people to follow. I personally love following, obviously Sasha, Nayara, Cassie, but Cheyenne Knox, she takes really creative pictures. Like, she really does. Like, for example, this month our team giveaway is a Yeti cooler. It changes every month, but I remember one time they did a Yeti cooler giveaway and she went to like Target and took a picture with it. And I literally told Aaron, I'm like, we need to go to Target because I want a Yeti cooler picture. He's like, what do you mean? I was like, I just want a creative picture to post. Like, when bloggers do giveaways, they take really creative pictures of whatever it is they're giving away. And it's like, I want a cute picture for my feed sitting on a Yeti. I don't have a Yeti cooler. Like, that's not something I own, but I'm going to go find a way to get it. Sometimes we give away Target gift cards. I will literally get cute and walk around Target with a gift card and take pictures of myself with a Target gift card. And those pictures sell because people are like, why does this girl have a Target gift card? Because not normal to just like, hey, look at me. And they're curious. So like building curiosity of what you're doing and just like getting inspiration. Cause like I don't live on the beach. I don't do those things. Like, let me tell you, New Mexico's brown and boring, but I find ways to get creative pictures. Or when I'm on a vacation or I'm with my friends, I take pictures and have them as stock pictures. So when I'm saying, OMG, I'm so excited, we just launched a promotion, I have a picture of me excited. I don't have to get ready every day. You guys, this is like not a daily thing. Like, nope, don't get ready. So like when you are ready, maybe swap out a couple different t-shirts or outfits and just snap a couple pictures, even if they're selfies and you're in a different shirt, like people will never know that you took all of the pictures on the same day. And another thing with stories, as Sasha was saying, is kind of think about when people will be relating to what you're posting about. So coffee, people are drinking coffee in the morning. I used to go to Starbucks every single day. And now I post on my keto coffee and like that switches, you know, people's minds. They're thinking like, oh, I'm waiting in the Starbucks line, scrolling on Instagram. Wait, this girl just made her coffee in like 2 minutes and it can help me lose weight. Like, I'm interested. Thinking about people posting about the business. I usually do a business post or story at lunchtime because people are at their like 9 to 5 being like, oh, I'm at my lunch break. I wish I was at home right now. And then they see this opportunity. So kind of just think about it. Don't put too much thought into it, but just kind of relate, you know, skincare in the morning, at night, like whatever you want to do when people are using those products, that's when they're going to see it and think about it. So that's like my biggest tip. And like, again, relating to what you do, people are nosy. I want to know what like Sasha ate for lunch. Like that sushi, I'll swipe up and be like, damn, where did you get that? Like, I want to know why you're eating sushi on like a Tuesday at, you know, noon. People are nosy.
Absolutely. I'm nosy too. I love
I
talking.
want to know what people are doing.
Absolutely. So I want you guys to take out a piece of paper really quick and write down these things that you guys need to be doing every single day. These are your non-negotiables, and we're actually going to put it in the comments as well. So Tori, can you actually write it down just on a piece of paper so I remember what order I'm literally saying all this in right now? Okay.
Yeah.
So every day you want to grow your network. And in the comments, I'm going to say follow 20 every other hour. Okay. Grow your network. 2, consistently open your business doors. So post. Don't be scared. You're not spammy. It's pictures of you. People love you. And if they don't, they'll grow to love you. I love you. I'm here for you already. See? Look at that. Post on your Insta stories. Super important. And I forgot the last thing was messaging. Oh my gosh, I'm so silly. Totally forgot about that. Also, you guys, you will be messaging. So make sure that's the last one that I'm going to talk about really quick. So messaging, you guys, is key. If you're not asking, if you're not messaging, you're not asking someone. Okay. You guys have your hands. We all have our hands on something so incredible. You guys, you just joined a business, man, that has over 50 different all natural health and beauty products, skincare, hair care, lash growth, hair growth, cleanses, serums, vitamins, supplements, tea, coffee, weight loss, supplements, vitamins, you name it, we have it. We literally have it all. And we're constantly adding to our line all the time. Okay. So if you're not messaging, you're not asking. Okay. So
go
ahead.
I was just thinking about it as a server asking if you want a drink, if you want dessert. Like you probably weren't thinking about it till they asked. You might have seen it on the menu. It's just like they might have seen something you posted about, but you didn't think about buying it till they asked you.
Exactly. And you want to know what? I'm not going to lie to you. Some people get nervous to ask. They get shy. They get scared to reach out to you. So it's your job to ask. So your upline is going to send you a message to send, or we're going to drop some in the comments. You want to go to the bottom of your followers. Make sure you guys are paying attention. To the bottom of your followers, and you're going to message 10 at a time. You're going to work your way up. So right now, if you have 200 followers, you're going to work from your way up. But at the same time, because we just agreed to this, right? Right, everyone? We just agreed to this. You are going to be growing your network. So you will never hit the top because you're constantly going to be growing your network. And this business is just the gift that keeps on giving. Let me tell you that, okay? So messaging, you guys, super easy. Following, super easy. Insta stories, super easy. Posting, super easy. And that is literally how you can be super successful in this business. It takes 21 days to create a habit. So do yourself a favor and create the habit now. Because you guys all joined for a reason. You didn't join, you know, just to click submit and be like, peace out, Cub Scout, right? You joined because you guys want to make some money. You are given all the tips, tools, wording, everything you need. Just use what's given, create massive action, and you'll have massive success. And that is really it on what we do with social media. It is super simple. It is super easy. Just get into the habit of doing it every single stinking day because you're already on it. So now make it useful for you. So I hope you guys have a great day, and we'll see you in another video. Bye.